Toni Hatton here, your vision and mindset expert at theattractivethinker.guru. This is where we support you with mental healing, mental strength, and mindset maintenance. I am delighted to share space and time with you. The attractive, amazing, fantastic Luana in Portugal will be joining us shortly. Luana, let me know if you are here. Great day, Attractive Thinker Yolanda. Awesome to see you here. I'm looking for Luana. Let me make sure that she's able to chime in. I trust that you are having a fantastic and amazing day. Today we're going to be talking about that voice that you hear. We all hear it. Great day, Yolanda. Let's see, Luana, I don't see you here yet. We'll be talking about that voice that we always hear, and we call it, something told me, or something said, or, I heard, or I was doing something, and all of a sudden, that voice is your soul's calling. That voice is your soul calling you, and we're going to be talking about that today. I'm looking for Luana. I'm not sure if she's able to chime in. Let me see. 1 second here. Hopefully you can see me, Luana. It is a great day to be alive. It is a great day to be alive. I'm so excited. Aren't you happy to be alive? I mean, think about it. It's a brand new day. It's not another day. It is a brand new day that we have never seen before. We don't have the same expectations that we had of yesterday because it's new. I mean, think about when children are in kindergarten, the first day of school. Everything is new, all the bright colors in the classroom, all the stuff the teacher put around the room, and they're just picking through, looking through the crayons, looking around the room, the walls, all the alphabet and the letters. It's new. It's brand new. And this is how we should step into our day today, because it is a new day. We've never seen it before. Don't act like you've seen this day before. You don't know what this day has in store for you. So we have to raise our expectations, set an intention, and just start exploring, being curious. Being a new mom is new. It is new. It is new because you've never done it before. And it's incredible. It's an amazing journey, and we just have to be open to it. We can't go into it like we know what's going on. There's no instructions. Absolutely. What about today? There are no instructions, Attractive Thinker Yolanda. So we can't go into our day today thinking we know it all. You don't know the people that are destined to cross your path today. Great day, Attractive Thinker. Okay. Luana says hello. So Luana, are you able to, were you able to click in? I'm not sure. Let's see. I see Luana. Let's see. Were you able to click in on the invite? Let's try it again. Well, it said I invited you. I see that. Were you able to select, or let's see, is there an ad next to my name? It's not. Next to your name it says invite was sent. It says sent. And then when I click on your profile, it gives me an option to pin the comment, delete the comment, or block Luana, and we don't want to do that. So would you like to go out and come in again? And let's see if we can get it right. Let's see. Yeah. Maybe you should go out and come in again, Luana. Let's see what happens. Okay? Great day. I see Chris here. Welcome, 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 Chris. Okay. Luana has joined. Okay, Luana. I'm watching. It says inviting. It probably takes some time. Yes, I know that's what.
Hey, hey, we made it!
Yes, I love your energy.
I thought, uh-oh, after all that practicing we did yesterday,
I know.
and I thought he was going to do the same thing again.
Well,
But we're here!
hey, you look fantastic and amazing. I'm glad you're here. I was just welcoming everyone. I'm looking at all of our guests right here. We have attractive thinker Yolanda. We have Chris. Great day, attractive thinker Venetia. We have attractive thinker Joe. Who do you call your tribe? My tribe is attractive thinkers. Who do you call your tribe? Luana?
Oh, it depends. It depends what kind of mood I'm in. I've got the Freedomites and I've got the Northern Star Acting tribe. But get this, I had this guy who was trying to insult me, and he accused me of leading a cult full of elitist bums. And I thought that was fabulous. So I have a tribe of elitist bums, apparently.
Never heard that before. I like the Freedomites. Great day, attractive thinker. Who is that? Richard and Freedomite Jim. So we're just going to alternate Freedomites and attractive thinkers.
Yes. When the Freedomites and the attractive thinkers come together, there's dynamite.
Absolutely. Two different continents. Can you imagine the energy? I'm so excited because this is humanity. This is who we are, and we're the same at a core level, Luana. We are the same.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
This is why we connected.
Absolutely.
You know, we only connected about a week ago, and in the first conversation, it was like, oh, we have got to do something. We've got to do something. Yes. So, you know, we had this phone call where we were just catching up, and it got to the end of the call, which was like 2 hours.
Yes.
And it was like, that should have been public.
I know.
Well then.
Amazing.
Let's just do it.
Let's do it, because our audiences need to hear this message. You know, they're here because they want to be free. And here's the deal. I don't know if you've experienced this as well. Not only is freedom a journey, but it's something that you just continue to grow into. There are different levels.
Always.
As soon as you think you're free, then there's something else that opens up to you, and you're like, I want that too.
Yes, there's always another level.
Yes.
It's never like, oh, okay, I'm free now. I think for a lot of people would think that I live this, you know, life of freedom. And I do, I totally do. But there's still other things that I'm striving for every single day. I want that next level of freedom, and the next level, and the next level after that.
Yes, yes. And that's the thing, the more you grow, the more it's that new level of freedom is revealed to you. You don't even know. Like when you're on a particular level, you're just striving for a level of freedom, a goal that you have or something that you aspire to do, not knowing when you get there, a whole new world opens up to you. And now you have new goals, new things you're striving for. It's just fantastic and amazing.
Absolutely, absolutely. But I do remember being at the time where I didn't think it was possible for me, that this was something other people did.
Right.
That, oh yeah, well, they've got it better, or they must have had better circumstances, or better this, or better that. And none of that is true. It wasn't until I took responsibility
that's good.
for myself and my own circumstances, that's when everything changed for me.
Absolutely. I like that. It wasn't until we take responsibility. So freedom, attractive thinkers, you want to write that down. Take responsibility. Did you just hear what Luana said? She said her key to her next level was taking responsibility. And when she talked about, it wasn't always like this for her. You know, and
not at all.
Same for me. You know, I wasn't always free. I wasn't always a go-getter or someone who believed. You know, it's possible to believe and doubt. At the same time, you're believing because you want it, you consciously think that it's possible, but that doubt, that subconscious programming is there holding you, holding you right where you are, no matter how much you want to move. Would you agree, Lawana?
Hell yes. I've even got a name for this subconscious programming. I like to call the subconscious programming my leveling up monkey.
Ah.
Every time I'm leveling up, I have this monkey and I picture it as a cartoon monkey with a funny voice.
Yes.
I know that might sound bizarre, but it lessens the intensity of the voice. Yes. And he's got a stupid voice, and I give him a banana and send him on his way. But that's what I have.
I know.
So it's a very real thing, and that's why so many people, and myself included, will start to take steps towards what they want, and then suddenly they'll retreat back. They'll take a step forward, and then they'll hide. Or they'll dip their toe in, and then they'll say, it didn't work, it didn't work.
It didn't work. You are so right. That's the thing. When we don't understand that mechanism that's in place, that hidden, invisible mechanism, we begin to internalize our actions when we don't get the result that we're looking for. We'll say, well, something's wrong with me, or maybe this is not for me. Maybe success is for others. Maybe I should have even tried. Maybe, the average, like we talked about yesterday, the average life is for me. When we putting forth all of this energy, and it is so disheartening, Lawana, because there in so many, like I said, on every level, people experience the same kind of frustration because the same stream of the spectrum of emotions exists on every level. Remember, we talked about those levels of freedom. It doesn't matter what level you're on, you're going to still have to go through those spectrum of emotions, feel unworthy. You're up here now, you've reached the level of freedom, and now you're like, I don't know anything, I don't know anybody, I don't recognize anything. Now you're starting to feel, well, do I deserve to be up here, or should I have reached this far? Should I have reached that far?
Yes, that's been a big thing that I've had lately. Why is this happening to me? Why am I getting these opportunities? What have I done to deserve this? I don't know any more than that person. Why? And it's confused me, and it's held me back. Yeah. And it's only in the past couple of weeks that I've gone, I'm just releasing all of that, because it was holding me down like chains,
yes,
like an eagle being held down by chains. It was not nice. So that just shows, though, that no matter what level you're at, that these feelings can come back.
Yes.
But if we're aware of them, then we can, that's the first step in being able to turn them around.
Right. And that's why we need those mental tools. That's why we need support. That's why we need coaches like yourself and I to help us maneuver this process, this journey. I'm telling you, and you can probably attest to this yourself, just to get up to this point that we are in our lives, it wasn't easy. And we couldn't have did it without support, no matter what type of support that was.
Never.
It's just crazy. It's like shooting yourself in the foot to try and think you're going to do something new that was never been done before your bloodline, or you're going to change your life doing something you've never done, accomplishing something you've never accomplished before. Just the thought of the never done before, that means it's unfamiliar. It can be scary. It can challenge your ability. You might feel like you can't do it. You don't have the capacity for it. You need support. You can, because, Lawana, without support, what do you do? Talk right out of it. So you know what? Never mind. Never mind.
No, everybody needs support. Everybody needs support.
Say that again.
Everybody needs support. I would never, ever do without a coach. And in fact, quite often I have more than one coach at the same time.
Right.
Because, coaches who do different things, and I get different things from them. Because I found that as soon as I took on a coach, I stopped having to guess. I'd never work with people who tell me what I have to do, but my coaches would guide me into finding the answers that I've already got inside myself.
Right.
but without that, but you need support. I would never do without a coach. And this is why, it's because of the difference that my coaches have in my life. That's why I wanted to go into coaching in the first place.
Yes.
I wanted to do the same for other people, and now I am, and it's amazing.
Yes, I feel this.
An amazing feeling.
Yeah, I always say my life's work is to make your life better. I feel the same way because I know what it feels like to walk this journey and be full, full of your dreams, and ideas just keep coming. You can't even create the first idea before another idea comes, and then and you're trying to accomplish this new thing in the midst of life, in the midst of raising a family, taking care of responsibilities, your chores, the positions that you hold, the meetings you have to go to, all the things that people are counting on you for, and you're trying to do something new without support, without a coach. That's like torture. You know, that's kind of hard, and you don't want to. It's almost like a form of trying to do something new without help. To think that you got it like that, you got this. No matter what idea comes to mind, you can do it by yourself. That's a form of self-abuse, and we take ourselves through so much trauma, internal trauma that we hold in our body, and we're wondering why we can't move forward when we have all that trauma, you know, holding us back, weighing us down. You know, so support. You want to write that down, Freedomites and attractive thinkers. Support. You need support. I remember when I hired my first coach, like you said, LaWanna, it expedited my process. How could someone who is already at a level that I want to be at not be able to get me there? So it expedited my process. And it also builds your confidence, right?
Yeah.
You're getting results to your actions, from your actions, right?
Exactly. But here's the truth of the matter. Most people are too busy taking advice from people who are other people who aren't doing anything with their lives, who aren't making money, who aren't running their dream business, who don't have freedom. They're too busy taking advice from people who don't have big dreams.
Yeah.
And so they think that it's not possible. But if you just break out of that, then it is. You talk to the people who are doing the things that you want to achieve. Because they know that it's possible, because they're doing it. They're not going to laugh at you because they know that it's possible. You know?
Yes, they're doing it. You said they know it's possible because they're doing it. And that's I want to stay right there for a moment, because a lot of times when it's not working for you, you don't think that it's possible. You can't see that it's possible. See, it's like you have blinders on when things aren't working, and you keep putting forth this effort. And you when you see other people doing things or them successful in what you're doing, you still have that doubt, you know, that maybe it's for them and not me.
Yeah, and here's the other thing as well. They will, and I used to as well, of course, still do sometimes. Here's the other thing as well. If they have doubts and then something goes wrong, the brain will use that as confirmation. Oh yeah, your belief was right. That's why it's so important to work on your belief system.
That's good.
You will end up taking the actions depending on what you believe. If you don't believe it's going to work, you will find the evidence of it not working. If you truly believe it will work, you'll encounter an obstacle, as you inevitably will, and then you'll go, okay, next, and you'll find a different way, and you'll keep going and keep going. Nobody has ever achieved anything worthwhile without failing and failing and failing and failing first.
That's good. That is so good. And that is, you know, attractive thinkers and freedomites, you need to write that one down. Nobody has ever achieved anything without failing and failing and failing and failing first. Because remember, when we came into this message, I was talking about the child in the kindergarten room, just exploring things. They're not going to get it right the first time, but they're not going to doubt themselves. They don't fail at something, not failing for the lack of a better term, but they don't attempt to do something and it doesn't work, and then they run to their chair and sit down and hold their head down, say, I can't do it. No, it's something in a child. There's something And the
Exactly.
that keeps going until they find a way. And the beautiful part about children is if they don't find the way that we think is the conventional way, they'll come up with an unconventional creation that's just out of it. Just they just blow it out of the water. It's something we
Yes.
never even thought of before. And that's what, like you said, Lawana, what the brain does. That's what happens when you just won't quit. You end up creating something that really gets you the result. It may not be what you thought it would look like, but it gets you the result that you're looking for because you end up creating something totally amazing.
Exactly. And it's strange that you should go into talking about kids and the way they do it, because this is something I've really been focusing on myself this week, is to going back to before I was ever conditioned and trying to think from that place, because kids will just they won't overthink things. They will just take action and they'll just do them. If they feel like dancing in the middle of the street or singing or whatever, they just do it. And for whatever reason, as we grow older, all of that is conditioned out of us to the point where we think that we can't do something. So we're told that we have to be something, we have to be successful, we have to be this, we have to be that. And then on the other hand, we're being conditioned from everywhere that that's for other people. That's not for you, that's for other people.
From everywhere, Lawana, you're absolutely right. We're being conditioned from everywhere, and everything is fighting for our attention because our focus has a power attached to it. Whatever you're focusing on, you're also creating. So now you have, like Lawana said, all of these distractions coming at you. They're coming after your attention because they want that power. Everything wants to be created, and these distractions know they can't be created on their own. They have to get into the focus, get into your so that they can access your power and be created and manifested. Think about this for a moment, Freedomites and attractive thinkers. When you're working on your goal, say you're writing your book, because Lawana is fantastic and amazing at getting you to bestseller status. So if you're writing your book and all of a sudden somebody comes over or the phone rings or you get a text message and somebody needs you to do this and that and the other, if you shift your focus, then that's where your energy goes. That's where your power goes. Now the book isn't alive. It's not coming alive because it has no more of your energy. Now the thing that, someone else called you to do, and I made up my mind a long time ago. I was no longer going to allow emergencies to be my emergency, because now their emergency is your emergency, and they get all of your energy, all of your power. And by the time you come back to writing your book, you have writer's block. You forgot your thought. You may have been in a flow, getting a download. Now you can't even hear anymore. All of that is due to a lack of focus, allowing distractions. Like I want to say, everything coming at one time to rob you of your power. Would you agree, Lawana?
Absolutely. Yes. we need to give to ourselves first as well to be able to help other people. So if we don't set boundaries, and I speak to so many people who have got all of these big dreams and stuff, and they say, they've got no time, they've got no money. And when we break things down, they realize that their time, their money, their energy is going on things that they don't even care about. A lot of the time, they're doing things for other people out of a sense of obligation, or they're doing things out of habit, and they don't know, because they're not allowing in the thoughts. They're not listening to that voice that's calling them. They're blocking it out through busyness and all sorts of other stuff. They're not listening.
Yes, that's the key right there, listening to the voice. And that's the topic of our discussion for today. It's not just a voice, Freedomite. It is your soul's voice. It is your soul's calling. It's your soul calling you. That's your personal voice. We all have a unique personal voice who's there to help us on this journey, to lead and to guide us on this journey, to give us solutions, to show us where the obstacles are, so that we can overcome them, to show us where the solutions are, so we can get results from the actions that we take and results from the desires of our heart. It's our soul's voice. But like LaWanda said, if we don't recognize it, if we ignore it, if we want to do everything else over top of that voice, we're missing our fullest potential. We're missing the real reason that we are here. I want to just be doing things and even accomplishing things that aren't in alignment with my highest potential, what I could really be in the world, who I really am, my magnificent genius. I don't want to just, accomplish something and just have that under my belt as an accomplishment. I want to flourish, like LaWanda says, that eagle. I want my wings to spread as high as they can and as wide as they can. And I just want to soar throughout life. I don't want to, start and stop throughout life, starting and stopping or low. I want to fly high.
I am done with going backwards and forwards. I spent so much of my life pushing that voice away. Yeah. The voice that was telling me to act, to perform, to do all of these other things, to write. I kept blocking it away. I kept pushing it away. I was scared of being on my own because I didn't want to listen to my thoughts. It was too scary. It was too big. Who was I to have these massive dreams?
I know.
I'll only fail. I couldn't. I did everything to block out that voice. I got drunk constantly. I just party all the time instead. Because I was having fun. I was a party girl. Meant I didn't care about anything else. Oh, nothing else matters. Everything else is boring. But it was because I didn't want to listen to that voice. But really, I felt stuck. Yeah. I felt like I was, and I had a good life. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
But it was average.
Yes. Yes. You said.
But I had a good life. I was happily married. I had kids. I had a job that I liked. But it wasn't my main passion, but it was good. There was nothing, but still, I've just went through this cycle. And then as I went on, I just blocking it out with working ridiculous hours or with being obsessed with the gym. These things that we block out our thoughts with, they're not always bad things. I was at the gym constantly. That was another way. Or Netflix or social media.
Wow. That's good. That is so good, LaWanda. That's exactly what we do when we try to drown out that voice. That's what we do. Try to, not have that voice confront us about our greatness. That's what we do.
Yeah.
We try to, smother that voice. We try to have, be loud over top of that voice, laugh over top of that voice, have a lot of people around you over top of that voice, keep busy, keep doing busy things over top of that voice, doing anything that removes the silence, that won't allow the silence to take place in our lives. Just keep things going on. Turn the TV on, sleeping with the radio on, have the phone on, clicking, because you're trying to drown out that voice that's telling you are more than what you have become. And when you hear that you are more than what you have become, now you're challenged to assess your life. What do you mean more than I have become? You mean more in accomplishments or more in me, more in my growth and development, more in my relationship, more in the things that I can get done in this world while I'm breathing, while I'm still living. So that still small voice has the answer that we need, but that still small voice is also challenging because it's going to get you to come out of your comfort zone, outside of your box, and do something that you've never done before. And LaWanda, the still small voice isn't trying to hurt you. It's trying to show you how amazing you are. Like you're sitting on your gifts. Like you could do more. You could go further. You have the answer to that. Stop seeking outside of yourself and seek inside. Think about that. That still small voice that we're afraid of because it sounds so amazing.
Yes. And it's scary and it's terrifying and it's uncomfortable. And that's why most people don't do it. Yeah. It's not as easy as going, okay, I'm going to do this now. And you sail through it. No, it's challenging.
Yes, it's challenging.
It's not just going to happen. You're going to fight with your own brain sometimes. You've got your soul's voice and then you've got the leveling up monkey.
Yeah. And everybody else is.
And then you've got the people around you, because what happens is when you start to shift, the people around you start acting weird. And that is the best way that I can put it. They start acting weird and you start feeling weird around them.
That's an indicator. That's an indicator that you've grown, that you've changed, that you've reached another level, that you're starting to follow that voice, because like you said, Lawana, things around you begin to shift. It's impossible to change anything, even a tiny little thing in your life, without the things around you shifting. And you'll notice it, because they'll notice the change in you before you notice it in yourself. They'll say,
they will.
They'll say things like, is everything okay?
Yeah. Honestly, I've had people just thinking that I've gone crazy, and maybe I have, but hey.
I love that.
But honestly, people are like, are you sure you're all right? You know, and I'm like, I'm better than ever. But it's because our whole energy is different. Yeah. Once we admit to ourselves what we want, and once we make that commitment, our whole energy changes, and the people around us don't know. They can feel the energy, but they can't put a finger on what it is.
Yes.
And so they start to feel uncomfortable. And that's why some people will then try to bring us down, because they want us to get back onto their wavelength. That's what happens. Other people will embrace it and they level up with us. And other people will drop off from our lives, and that's the sad truth.
That is very, very true, Lawana. Like I said, they'll try to bring us down, and I call them well-wishers. They mean us well. They don't mean us any harm, but by their nature. See, when you've grown and the people around you haven't grown, now you've got friction going on, and they can feel that.
Yes.
You've got friction. Yeah. Conversation changes. Now all of a sudden, what used to be funny isn't funny anymore. Now all of a sudden, what we used to talk about is toxic. You don't want to talk about that anymore. Like you said, Lawana, you call it average. You know, having that vanilla life. You know, just blending in. You're just going out to eat, and you know, no real aim or purpose. So now you have a distaste in your mouth for that, because you've grown. Meaning, with growth,
exactly,
you've been exposed to another way of living. That's what.
And so quite often I was thinking, well, is there something wrong with me? Because quite suddenly I couldn't deal with chatting, you know, just chit chat. I wanted to get into deep conversations. I want to know about people's plans for the future and what they've been up to, and what the real stuff, you know, not the surface stuff, talking about the weather and all of this, and just sitting there listening to people having a conversation that is about nothing. I couldn't deal with that. And I was thinking, is there something wrong with me?
I call it mindless chit chat. And I
mindless chit chat. I don't have time for mindless chit chat. I love chatting to people, but make it real. I want to talk about the real stuff. I want to get to the depth of your soul. That's what I want to talk about.
Absolutely, Lawana. That's how I feel, and I say that all the time. I want to get to the root. I want to get to the core. What's really going on with you? I remember I went out to dinner with my friends one time, and, you know, it was like, you know, the casual, the surface talk, and then I went deep, and they was like, Toni, you always bring it. I'm like, yes. I said, because we're hanging out together, and you don't even really know each other. I said, what is it, you know, that's really going on with you? Let's talk about the real stuff. I don't want to talk about, well, I'm just remodeling my house, or we're getting ready to do this and that, going on vacation. No, let's talk about some real things that really make a difference in our lives. So that's surfacey. That's when you know attractive thinker and freedomites, when you're around people like you, or when you're around that are not at that growth level that you're at. The conversation, if they're talking about sports and weather and the news and what's going on in politics and all that stuff, that's surface stuff. That's average. We see beyond that. We're above average. That's the difference. When you're above average, the conversation is rich. It fills you. It has meaning. It has substance. It's got like bones to it. And you walk away inspired. You know, your ideas, you have a whole list of ideas. You're like, oh, wow, and I can do this and I can do that. And I can't wait for that. And I'm glad we're partnering on this. It's just fire. You feel the fire and the passion, and it feeds you without eating chicken and sandwiches. And would you agree, Luana?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love being around people who, when I walk away from the conversation, I'm feeling inspired. And that's the kind of people who we need to be around for us to keep growing as people, you know, people with creative ideas, people who can be open and unfiltered.
Yeah.
Too many people are too worried about what other people are thinking.
Yes.
And I've been there too, and it's something that I'm only just letting go of. But it doesn't allow them to be themselves, and they don't even know who they are, because they're not really showing themselves. They're showing this
facade,
perfect version of themselves.
Yes.
The bland version. Let's be real here. They're showing the bland version of themselves, and nobody is bland.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yes.
Everybody has got something unique and magical and amazing to share with the world. Everybody.
Yeah.
And everybody's got an important message to share with the world, and very few people are actually sharing that message. How many people are going to their graves every day having never shown the real person who they are, and having never shared that message that they're here to share? And all of that knowledge goes with them.
Yes, that is a waste of a huge waste of richness, of essence, of solutions, of treasure. Like you said, they go to the grave with that because they never express. Our soul is here to express. But when we suppress what we're here to express, we wonder why we're depressed. That's the thing right there. All of those gifts and ideas that we have inside of us, they're not for us. They're not for us to just think about them. And every time we daydream about them, they feel great. They put a smile on our face. And we tell somebody, oh, can you believe I had this idea? I got this download and God showed me this and that and the other. And they're laughing and you're laughing. It's like, oh, God, you could do that. And nothing happens. That's not what the dream is for. That's not what creativity and ideas are for. They're for you to go and create them, to manifest them so that they add value to your life. You get to enjoy them, and they add value to the lives of others. You begin to make an impact in other people's lives. So when you talk, Luana, you struck a chord when you started talking about showing up as not yourself, not being your full self. And when you said that, because I'm a drama director, I immediately saw how we do when we're on the stage. We're not ourselves. You take on the character of whoever you're portraying. So can you imagine, you know, people you see going throughout their busy day, not showing up as themselves. So my question is, then who are you? If you're you're an imposter, who are you posing as? Who are you? And when you think about the question, who are you? Who is it that you would desire? Who is it that you want to be so much more than yourself? Who is better than you? That you would want to shape your entire life and existence around being them instead of discovering who you are, being yourself, how fantastic and amazing you are. Like Luana said, we come here with so many unique gifts. Everybody's expression is different, and we need all of these expressions. So instead of trying to be someone else, because see, this is what happens, Luana. I can tell you why people try to be like other people. It's because they sit and they see other people express their soul's desires and their purpose in the earth. And when you haven't done your work to express your soul, you see them as better than you. You see them as somebody on another level higher than you will ever be able to get to. But that's their world that they've created with their soul's expression. We have to create our own world with our soul's expression. And that's how we change the world, creating and expressing our soul one world at a time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. And I really liked what you said there about people seeing other people doing these things and thinking that they're somehow better, because that is just not true. Like, everybody in this world is equal. Sometimes people will say to me, I wish I could be more like you. And it makes me really sad. I'm like, seriously, you don't want to be more like me. that. Like, you only see me online. You don't see me like in my giraffe onesie, drinking tea, watching Netflix. Like, you know, what you see on social media, you only see a part of the story. Okay, that's the first thing. But secondly, the only reason that I'm doing things that other people might not be doing yet is because I took action despite what my brain said.
Yes.
It's got nothing to do.
Yes.
It's got nothing to do with being better at something or nothing like that. It really hasn't. It's just got to do with taking action and just deciding, making that commitment to yourself and just going for it no matter what, and not letting things get you. You know, so many people say, oh, I wish I could do that, but I can't. Well, stop thinking that way and start thinking like this. This is the question to ask yourself. How can I do that? As soon as you ask yourself, how can I, your whole mind will open up to the possibilities.
Yes, the possibilities. You want to write that down in your notes, attractive thinkers and freedomites. The possibilities. When we doubt, it's like closing the door to our possibilities. Imagine a door. Behind that door is endless possibilities. And I mean endless. I mean anything that you can imagine and beyond that. Things that you haven't even thought of yet behind that door. But when you go to turn that doorknob to open it, doubt is not going to open that door. Turning the doorknob and believing that you can't do something or not believe in the possibility is not going to open that door. But faith will, passion will, belief will. You know, when we talk about unlocking, turning that doorknob and opening that door, no self will help you open that door. Spending quiet time with yourself and listening to that still small voice will help you open the door. Trusting yourself. I remember years into my, into this entrepreneurial journey, and I was trying to figure out what was holding me back. Why can't I move forward? I have the tools, I have the answers, I have the steps, and every time I attempt to move forward, I get stuck somewhere and I never accomplish. And the issue was I didn't trust me. After you go through so many things in life and you don't get the result that you're looking for, you're like, you know what? That didn't work out for me. What makes me think this is going to work out for me? I didn't trust me to pursue another thing, because what I believed was I was just, whatever new thing I tried, I was just going to be spinning my wheels like I spent them on the last thing I was trying. Think about that. Trust is a key that unlocks the door to your possibilities. You have to learn how to trust you again. And you're the only person. You can bet on you. You're your greatest investment. There's no one greater than you. You can bet on you. Nobody knows you like you. And you're so unique. So you have to build the trust back up in yourself. Because when you think about it, I don't trust me. Well, I don't trust me. Well, who am I trusting? Who would I trust over me for my life? Who can make decisions for my life better than me? So that's one of the keys you never want to lose in your life. And we lose all kinds of things in our lives. But when we've lost ourselves, that's when we've lost everything. Would you agree?
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And I can completely resonate with that as well. Completely. Because I used to just look to other people all the time. And it led to all sorts of bad decisions, which I'm not blaming other people for, because I took the actions. But I was always looking outside of myself, not trusting my own decisions. It was always, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And I wasn't doing what felt good to me. I was doing what I was told.
That's good. That's good. And that's where we get stuck. That's where we get stuck. So doing what we're told versus doing what we know we should be doing what we feel is right for ourselves. And that goes back to getting to know yourself. If you don't know yourself, how do you know what's right for you? How do you know, which direction to go in? Or you're sitting in decision. I remember I had this big decision that I had to make, and it was for one of my children. And we all know parents, when you start making decisions for your kids, they have to live with those decisions that you make. And some decisions as in childhood, a lot of them actually, the decisions that are made for them affect them in their adulthood. So I had this big decision ahead of me, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what direction to go in. I saw the resources. I went on tours. I had counseling and support, and I asked questions, and I read a lot of books about it and things like that. Did research, and still, after all of that, I still didn't know what to do, Lawana. So I remember looking up to the sky, and I said, God, I don't even know what to do about this. I said, I need an answer. I don't even know what to do. And I know what you're thinking. You probably think that he answered me, right? He didn't. He didn't. What I learned from that was I had to follow peace. Whatever I had peace with, that was the right decision. And you're not going to follow peace. You're not going to go in here if you don't trust in here. You have to trust yourself. You have to get to know yourself, just like you try to get to know your mate and you go on that date and you want to woo your mate. You got to do that to yourself. Loving yourself. That's what loving yourself means. When you think about loving yourself, when we hear that, Luana, people don't think about wooing you. You know, they don't think about taking yourself out to dinner or surprising yourself or doing little wonderful things for yourself, saying sweet nothings to yourself instead of saying all that negative stuff to yourself. They don't think about that. But you're valuable. All of your solutions and decisions and choices are going to come up from out of you. So why not love you enough so when it's time for an answer, the right answer comes forth and you trust it and you take action on it. So I followed peace. Whatever I had peace with, I followed that, and it was the right decision. Right to this very day, I have no regrets about the decision that I made. What do you think about the peace factor and getting to know your heart, Luana?
Yeah, I love that. You know, because when you are getting into alignment, it does feel, well, yeah, peaceful. It does. You feel that you're doing the right thing.
Yes.
If you go along the wrong path, you might be making more money, or all of this logical stuff might be better, but there'll still be something tugging at you going, no, this isn't right, this isn't right. But if you're following your true path and you're making the right decisions for yourself, then it just kind of clicks into place. Yes. And it's whenever you go away from that, that's when the bigger challenges happen, because things just don't feel right.
Yes, they don't feel right. That's the thing right there. We have to pay attention to how it feels. If it doesn't feel right, then it's not right for you, even though it might be right for someone else. But that's, again, it goes back to getting to know yourself and paying attention to what your soul is saying, what your desires really are. So that's how so you can take action on that. So you can begin to trust it. You got to get to know yourself, attractive thinker, freedom mind. Get to know you. How do you roll? What moves you? What makes you happy? What makes you cry? What motivates you? What lights your fire? What drains your energy? If we don't know these things about ourselves, then we don't know ourselves.
Exactly. Take time to be on your own, to get to know yourself. Ask yourself challenging questions.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
So, and you know, so many people have had trauma wherever in their background, but deal with that trauma. Don't dwell on it, but deal with it and turn it around and use it as motivation, because nobody's had an easy life.
Yeah.
Everybody's had something. So you can either use that trauma to motivate you and lift you up,
yes,
or keep blaming it for the fact that you're not doing what you want to do.
Exactly.
And you're not winning that way. You're not winning that way, and you're not hurting anybody else by doing that apart from yourself.
That's right. You have to have a winning attitude. Attitude is everything. We hear that phrase a lot. We've heard it for years. Attitude is everything, but it really is. Think about this for a moment. Okay. Look at this visual. You all know I'm an attractive thinker, a vision expert, and everything is visual for me. And I like sharing stories and showing pictures. So get this visual. When we talk about attitude is everything, think about washing your car, and you don't even want to do it. You're out there slinging water and slinging rags and soap suds is everywhere, and you got stuff all over the ground because you don't want to do it. It's a task. It's a chore. You could be doing something else. It's too hot outside or whatever, right? Think about someone who's washing their car and they really want to do it. What are they doing? They're whistling. They got the music on. They got their little shorts on, and they're looking around, talking to the neighbors, and shining up the rims on the wheels, and they're really enjoying it. The car even looks different. So a clean car looks different from a person who enjoyed the process than a person who didn't enjoy the process. You see how attitude is everything. Same car, same person, same rag, same soap, same everything, but the attitude was different and you got a different result. Think about that. So you can apply that. That's a golden nugget right there that I definitely do not want you guys to leave this live stream without that golden nugget. Write that down. Attitude is everything. Just, you can apply that even now as you go throughout your day, changing and shifting the attitude. And that's the beautiful part about energy. It can be shifted, just like the stick shift in your car. When you're going uphill and things seem kind of tough and you feel that resistance and you don't feel like you can shift into high gear and just continue to take off and pick up speed, enter into another level. You can engage at another level of energy just to accomplish what you desire to accomplish with your life.
Yes, I love that analogy about shifting the gears. It's so true. That's how it is. So a lot of people are going to be there right now and they're going to be thinking, well, yeah, you know, I feel stuck, but what can I do about it? This is the question, isn't it?
Yes, yes. What can you do about being stuck? There's a lot you can do about it. Number one, you have to decide that you're no longer going to be stuck. And the beautiful part about the decision, Lawana, is you don't even have to know how you're going to get unstuck. You just have to decide that you're not going to be stuck anymore. That's half the battle.
That's it. It's that statement.
So many times we stay.
The one most important thing.
That is the important thing, because a lot of times we stay in certain situations not because we want to, but because we don't know how to get out of them. Here you are stuck, you know, can't move, not wanting to be there, don't want to be stuck anymore. But what's anchoring you there even deeper is the fact that you can't figure out how to get out of here. But even though you can't figure it out, figuring it out is not what's going to get you unstuck. The decision to not be here anymore is what's going to start loosening up those roots, loosening up that anchor, helping you to, you know, move forward, whereas your feet were stuck and you couldn't even take the first step. It's just a decision. You have to make a decision within yourself. Decisions have power within them. You make that decision within yourself. You say, you know, because I've done it. And Lawana, we talked about this when we came together the first time. I've uprooted myself from so many systems and structures and social orders that were not adding value to my life or working for me. So you have to make the decision. You know what? I don't know where I'm going or what's going to happen or what's out there for me. All I know is that I'm not doing this anymore. That's all I know.
Exactly.
And that's enough.
Yeah. Yeah, and quite often people will choose to stay in a place where they don't like, but just because they're afraid of the unknown.
Yes.
But you've got to step into that unknown, because that's the only way to change it.
It is. It is.
But you don't have to do it alone. You do not have to do it alone.
That's the beautiful part about it. And when we talk about not doing it alone, you have to realize that not only that you need support, but that support enhances you. It expedites your process. It grows you faster. It helps you accomplish it more. So you accomplish it quicker. You accomplish it. You go further faster. So instead of taking a long time to reach your goal and under a lot of pressure, mental anguish, you know, should I or shouldn't I? Should I or shouldn't I? That's tormenting, you know, and it's stressful for the mind and for the body. You ever felt not just physically exhausted, but mentally exhausted? I need a mental break. because of the war that's going on inside, the tug of war. Should I go forward or should I stay here? You know, should I make this work or is it not going to work? This feels great. I would love to see, to be who I am in my vision, but am I good enough? Will they listen to me? Do I have something to say? Will I forget what to say? The mind, and that's why I share so many mental tools in the attractive thinking movement, Luana, because you need the mental stability. You need mental strength and mental healing and mindset maintenance in order to continue to grow, because growth means new. Growth means change. Growth means every time I turn around, I'm new. Every time I turn around, shed some more leaves, I've sprouted some more flowers. Growth means every time I turn around, my environment has changed. The people in my environment have changed. My accomplishments have changed. My goals have changed. I don't have the same goals year in and year out. Going through New Year's, with the same New Year's resolution. Change and growth means new. It means you're elevating. It's just like climbing the stairs. You don't want to be at the bottom of the stairs all the time, but you're trying to get to the next level. You'll never get to the bedroom to get some rest if you're still at the bottom step near the kitchen. It just happens. Think about, that's what it looks like in motion. You take the first step and you step back down. You take the first step. Now, what would that look like? I'm walking through the house and somebody standing on the steps doing that. I would think that was weird. I'll be like, you okay? Is you need some help? Is something wrong with you? You got to go to the bathroom? What's wrong? Because it looks crazy. But that's how crazy it looks when we're pursuing our goals and not accomplishing them. Every time you run into your partner or your friend, they say, man, you wrote that book yet? No, I'm working on it, though. I'm going to get that book done. Every year, you say the same thing at the New Year's Eve party, and you haven't done it. That's what that looks like. Walking up on that top step and stepping back down.
Yeah. And isn't it the same with health and fitness, with relationships, with business?
Absolutely.
All of these things. And there has to be a time where you just break free. And I want to know from everybody watching here, who is ready to break free? Send us some love hearts if you are ready to break free right now and to step into your authentic self.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I see the hearts coming in. Yes, we've got some Freedomites watching. Morning. Absolutely.
Yes.
Read some of these comments, Luana. Let me go back. We've been sharing so much.
Let's have a look. Yeah, I never read the comments until the end because I get distracted so much and I start going off on one and I forget what I'm talking about. So let's have a look at these comments.
I see attractive thinker Sharon. Excuse me. She says, society doesn't allow for this amount of freedom. Absolutely. We're constantly told we are how we should be and live, why we should listen to society. Society isn't in our heads. Society isn't living our lives. Absolutely attractive thinker Sharon. I agree. We constantly think about what she just said. We constantly listen to society, but society isn't making decisions for us. Society doesn't live with us. It doesn't live with our partners. Society isn't raising our children. Society isn't paying our bills. Think about that. But we're listening to, can you imagine what that looks like? You're listening to something and you're going according to the pattern, the system, whatever they're telling you to do, and it's not working for your personal structure, your personal setup. So can you imagine that's like self-sabotage, shooting yourself in the foot? We'll never get ahead following the system. Would you agree, Luana?
Hell yes.
You're not going to get.
That's why I'm out of the system.
You're not going to get ahead following the system. So you have to step out of the system and be willing to break free. Freedomite Sharon says, had something similar happen yesterday. Felt like actually.
That was when we were talking about chatting, chit chat.
Say that again.
that was when we were talking about not tolerating mindless chit chat or getting bored with average conversation.
Mindless chit. Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for your comments. If you have any questions, please post them there as well. We definitely would love to talk about, shine the light on some of the areas that you need your path illuminated. You know,
absolutely.
LaWanna, when we talk about the soul's voice and following it, it's not only scary, but it's new. What if you don't know that the soul calling you? A lot of times down through the years, I thought it was me. And I can't, after a while, you keep hearing a voice, and of course, you're not following it because you don't know what it is, you think it's you. Then after a while, I asked myself, I said, why do you keep thinking these amazing thoughts? I didn't know it was my soul's voice, my higher self, whispering greatness to me and showing me the way. I was like, why can't you just be like everybody else? Why you always thinking big and every time we come together, in a social setting, family or whatever, you got to be talking about ideas and what we're going to create next. Why can't you just talk about what happened on the TV show or go in there and get some chicken or something? Why can't you just do what everybody else is doing? And I couldn't. It didn't fit. It didn't feel right. Average, that vanilla life is frustrating. It's like a little irritation. And you feel it. You're in a crowd of people, and like you said, that mindless chit chat is going on, and you start, looking for ways to get out of the group.
Yes.
You pick up your phone. You say, "Well, let me see who's calling," or you'll sit there and you'll text something to another conscious person who's sitting in the same circles. Like, you ready to go? I'm ready to go.
Your mind is elsewhere. Somebody's talking to you about, I don't know, what happened on EastEnders, but you're thinking about some amazing plan that you've got, and you're only half present.
Yes, half present.
Yeah.
You're not even fully there. When you're not fully anywhere, it's a waste of your time. You have to decide whether you're going to be all in or all out. It's just that simple.
Yeah. And the way of making sure that you level up like a badass is to be surrounded with other people who are on the same mission, who are all supporting you, who are lifting you up, and who are also big thinkers. And that's why these two energies, the freedomites and the attractive thinkers, are all coming together to deliver something insanely out of this world.
Yes.
Do you want to tell them about the 10-day shift?
Absolutely. So LaWanna and I have created a program. We want to offer that to you, an opportunity for you to continue this work that we're sharing with you today, for you to go deeper, for you to really get to know who you are. And I'm telling you, here's the thing. You said, like, I know who I am. I used to say, I know who I am. When you're conscious, you know that you'll never fully get there. You'll never fully know, but you keep going from level to level to level. And because you're endless, there is endless information within you for you to discover. And if you want to tap into that, we've created a 10-day shift into your alignment. It's called Break Free and Do You. LaWanna, would you like to tell them where they can get more information about that?
Yeah, I've got a link that I'm going to post after this live stream. I'll post it in the comments, but feel free to send us a personal message as well. So this is for anybody who can relate to what we've been saying today, who wants to improve their relationships, their business, their health and fitness, every aspect of their life, and who wants to step into and find themselves. I know that sounds really cheesy, but it is finding yourself and your purpose and being confident in who you are and what you've got to offer the world, and in taking steps in making that happen. So I'll post a link, and also feel free to personal message either one of us too.
You know what, LaWanna, I'm going to post the link in the comments section, because I know that the attractive thinkers and freedomites that are watching right now are ready to
go for it. Yeah. Go for it.
Yes, they are.
Let's get it posted.
Right.
it. Let's do
I
it.
don't need to hear any more about it. I don't need you to describe it. I'm in because I feel the fire right now. I feel the truth in me rising. You've woke something up in me, and I'm ready to take action right now. So I'm going to post the link right now in the comments.
Yeah, do it.
So everybody can join right now. And we have some free bonuses or some opportunities for those who respond within the next 30 minutes. Think about that.
There we go. There we go. You heard it here first.
I know for everyone who joins right now, this Break Free and Do You 10-day shift into alignment, I want to offer you a free opportunity to connect with me and have a 30-minute conversation to jumpstart your success in this program. Okay, so register right now. I'm posting the link right now as we speak. Luana, give me 1 second to get this all in here. And the attractive thinkers and freedomites can start get this ball rolling right now. And
let's do it. Let's do it.
And take that leap. Let me make sure I have this link right. Break_free. I think I have that. GetResponsePages.com. I think I have that right. GetResponsePages.com. There you go, right there. Okay, so if you have
it posted, there we go. There we go. Have a look at that. If it resonates with you, sign up, ask us questions if you like. For the next 30 minutes, you've got a session with Toni, and I'm also going to offer you, this is only for the next 30 minutes, I'm going to offer you a session in NLP where we go deep into your subconscious, and we start turning some of those negatives into positives, and we release the hold that any trauma that you've had in your past, of whatever the biggest thing is that's holding you back, and that's going to give you a massive jump start as well. So you've got 2 bonuses there. We didn't even plan that.
Didn't even plan that.
We didn't even plan this call. We're just gone with the flow, and it's been awesome. It's been amazing catching up with you again, Toni.
I know.
And really, really good to see all of you jump on as well.
I know. It's so awesome to be here with this energy. I love your spirit, Luana. We connected the first time we reached out, to our first.
We're on a mission. We're going to change lives.
Yes.
Anyone, everybody who joins us on this 10-day shift, they are going to have crazy transformations.
I'm glad you said that, because you have to prepare people for this. This is not
don't come if you're not ready.
This is not the type of program you get into or invest in and you don't see results, or the type of program you're in and you can't wait till it's over so you can join the next program. No, this particular program is life altering. It's going to change who you are. It's going to change how you see the world. As a vision and mindset expert, I help you see beyond what you're looking at and shift some things. I provide some mental tools to shift some things around in your thought processes so that you can actually accomplish what it is you're working towards. And Luana, with this freedom, that's an energy thing. You're going to be new. You're going to be new.
It's going to help you to be free and to really figure out who you are deep inside, and to be able to speak your truth unapologetically.
Yes. And that comes from
we're going to do it.
You said it earlier about taking responsibility, but that comes from ownership, owning who you are. That's the only way.
And every part of us, not just the nice fluffy bits, owning all of our mistakes, owning all of our failures, every single part of us.
Yes, absolutely. All of it. And that goes back to loving, just like in a relationship. You don't get into a relationship and you say, I'll love you if you do this and that and the other, or if you're like this and that and the other. No, you take all of the person and you bring all of you into the relationship. So it's just like that, getting to know all of you and loving, not just the good parts, like Luana said. Oh, I like this part about me, but I don't like that part about me. Or I'll show this part of me, but I won't show that part about me. Or this part about me is admirable, and this part about me is toxic. No. Do you know that all of you matters? when we're talking to you, when we're engaged, when we're serving you, we don't want to serve parts and pieces of you. This is about being whole. This is about loving everything about you, because everything you've been through made you who you are. So it all matters. It all matters. Visit the website break_free, and the link is posted in the comments section. break_free.getresponsepages.com. break_free.getresponsepages.com. You want to register right now. Take quick. Attractive thinkers, once they know that something will add value to their lives, they don't question it. They take action immediately, because they're into personal growth and development. Like, oh, I need that. I know that's going to help me get to the next level. So LaWanna and I offered a private session for everyone who registers within the next 30 minutes. You get a price. That's powerful. That's priceless right there. That's priceless to have a private session with the attractive thinker and with LaWanna, the Freedomites. I mean, come on, you're going to break free in your vision and in your mindset. You can't.
Yes.
Different.
Do you know what we do? I'm just blown away really by how much what we do complements each other, and just the energy that's going on. Imagine what the energy is going to be like with the full group.
Yes.
It's going to be insane. So yes, if this resonated with you today, then just click on that link. If that's speaking to you, then jump on.
Absolutely. We have a private Facebook group already set up for you, because this is the core of the group within the group. And now we're going to take this core to another level, and we'll be able to interact and get another level of fire and freedom, passion there, where we'll be able to express our soul. You're going to give your soul a voice, give your soul space to speak. Sit down and create time for your soul to speak, and you honor the voice by listening. And then you get support. Some things are going to come up. You're like, well, what is that? Now you have support for somebody to help you through that process and determine what it actually is, instead of you internalizing it or thinking about it the wrong way or ignoring it, like LaWanna says. And it could be a key piece to your freedom, right? But you know that, again, if you didn't have support. So make sure you visit the website right now for your 2 free sessions, in addition to this 10-day shift that you're going to get. break_free.getresponsepages.com. That's where you go to get to the next level.
I am so excited. It's going to be just on another level. I can't wait.
Absolutely. And it's our divine purpose. It's our position as leaders to take you to the next level. And we came together today because LaWanna is on another continent. I'm here on another continent, and we're bridging the energies. There are people globally who need to hear this message, who are looking for this shift, who were praying for this shift. And now it has happened. And a lot of times, LaWanna, when it happens for us, we may not recognize it. We need someone to tell us, hey, this is what you've been asking for. This is what you've been looking for. Because so many times, if you've been looking for something, you keep turning over and you're not finding it. When you do find it, you recognize it. So we're here to say, hey, this is what you've been looking for. So you need to register and invest in yourself and take this opportunity, because this is your defining moment. A defining moment is just a small window in time. It's very small, and you have to recognize it and seize it before it goes away, and then you blend back to the routine of the day and the defining moment, the defining moment close. So you want to visit the website break_free.getresponsepages.com. Back to you, LaWanna.
Awesome. I just want to say massive thank you to you, Toni. You are awesome, and I can't wait to make this happen. And to everybody else who's jumped on, massive thank you. You are just amazing, and I've really enjoyed hanging out with everyone.
Absolutely, Lawana. So are
And
you.
get on that link. The link is there. Just get on the link, have a look at what it's all about, and join us. This is one, I don't know how long we've even been on. Has it been an hour? Has it been more? I don't know.
Yeah.
Time just go. We don't care. But imagine how much of an impact 10 days is going to have.
Yes.
Of being in this energy surrounded by other people.
Yes.
It's going to be life-changing. So just do it. Just do it.
Absolutely.
Right. Let's finish up.
10.
Once again, Carl's laughing at us. 1 hour and 15.
Yeah.
Let's finish up. Get on that link and just send us a message if you've got any questions, and we will see you there.
Absolutely.
See you soon. Bye.
Good seeing you, Lawana. You're fantastic and amazing. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.